Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hold on a wee second. Okay, good morning. This is Pccareman speaking here. Today I want to talk about a program which is FAYE Tracker. Okay, FAYE Tracker. Why am I talking about this particular program? Okay. Some people from time to time are under suspicion that someone is accessing their computer remotely or through different extremes. And sometimes they don't understand how to bring up the command prompt, how to type in the netstate command, and how to set their task manager to view process IDs, where they have the opportunity to find out what's established to their computer, and they've also got the opportunity to kill the task or find out what processor it's running in, and etc. So today I'm going to make it easier for you. So www.fayetracker.com. Let me show you this small program. It's FT 3.3.1 and it's free. Let me lower the page. Okay, so what you see in front of you here is the small program. Obviously nothing is happening at the minute until I actually start it. So to start this program, I would click on. Within a second or two, you will see the program or software that's established internet connections from your computer. If it's green and yellow, it's normal. This one here is Avast. You'll also get the hacker IP address or remote server IP address. You can also find where the software location on your hard drive is, where it's located. And you can also kill the task. You can also trace it. You can also find information on the process. You can localize it, and you can find out the target. So up here at the top you've got an L and a P. Okay. So if I click the P, it'll bring up processlibrary.com. If I want to find out what any particular connection is, I can get information on it. I can get their IP address, and I can get the port number they're connected on my computer or devices to. I also can do a trace. Let me close that page down. I can also do a trace on it, and I also can run it at any time it suits me. So if I select one and highlight one and click trace, it'll bring up a command prompt. Okay, and I click start. And it should go through the process of a certain amount of hops called a trace it. So it'll start off with my network connection on the first hop, and it'll move its way down to the very last hop, where it'll be the final destination. So people say to me sometimes, will you help me to Skype Pccareman? And sometimes I will have programs like this or other programs running discreetly in the background. So if that person decides to try something, at least I can grab a certain amount of information, or I can kill the task and knock them straight off out of my system. I can close the connection and say good night. Okay, I no longer want you to connect to my computer. It's going through 15 hops and it's coming up to 16 here. So obviously I would scroll down to the last hop, and it'll give me a certain amount of information, and it'll give me an IP address. It timed out there at Amazon.com. I also can save the information on the log here by clicking save the log, and I can send this information to whoever I want to. Okay, so that's how to trace it, and I can click quit. Okay, so I also can find the information about the process. I can localize it, or I can do what I want with it. When you load it up, it'll come up very small, obviously, and it'll take you to their website. And let the website load up. And you will get documentation on it here, okay? So I would advise you to read over it. I'd also advise you, it says here, let me give you some information of it. While you are connected on the internet, push from time to time the button which says on. And for a pause, you list must contain unknown software. If yes, you could be objected of a computer attack intrusion. To locate the hacker and take information, select the IP address or the software name and click on one of these buttons. Keep the trace report for the police investigation. So this is one tool I will share with you, but there's many other ones I won't, because I like to cover my own tracks, and I keep these tools for idiots that would try to get information off my system. Number one, it's illegal to enter anyone's computer without their authorization. And number two, some people think they're smart, but they're not just as smart as what they think. So we'll share this particular one with you. Some of you have may heard of it, or some of you might have never seen it before in your lives. Some of you mightn't even understand it. So let's click the on button. And if you see something in green or yellow, it's normal. If you see something in red, then obviously someone has remote access to your system through whatever means they desire to try to use it. I'm just clicking the P for process information, and I also have a wee button called a kill, which is this one here, kill. Once you click it, it'll kill that process. And this will give me localizer IP.com. Okay, we're also going to do a trace and graphic location of their IP address. Okay. So for those that like to try to be smart with people, think of something. Does this person have one of these? Because Pccareman does. You know, people ask me, do I know what can enable is? Do I know what John the Ripper is? Do I know how to use the command prompt or use the terminal? Yes, I do. How? Because I learned. Why did I learn? Because I want to use a computer and have full knowledge of how to use it. Okay, so if you happen to leave a service open on your system by mistake, or you slip up, and you do suspect that there's something going on funny in your system, well, this is one of many ways where you can actually find out what's going on, and you can kill the task. And over here in the first box, you will have software established internet connection from your computer. Here you will have the hacker's IP address, and here you will have the kill. If I click the kill button here, it'll kill that program straight away within 2 seconds or less. You do have a question mark here, and let me see if I can lower this one down and maybe give you some information. It's an internet securized navigation suite, okay? And they say it works in 95, 98, NT 2000, Windows 2000, XP, Vista, Millennium and Windows 7. Okay, so I'm not too sure if it works on Windows 8. So you'll have to check that out. You might have to run it under software ability. that you do have as a part of your system. Okay, so we'll put this here and we'll bring this one back up. Sometimes they bring out new updates. Okay, now of course we can go to the command prompt and do that if we know what we're doing. Okay, so that's not a big problem. Let me close this program completely down and restart it, and hopefully show you where to get it. Once you open up the program or click on it on the icon on your desktop, the website will automatically come up. And if you go to www.fayettracker.com and click downloads, on that particular page here you will get information here, okay, and it does explain it in black and white. Software establishing internet connection from your computer, hacker IP address or remote server IP address, software located on your hard drive. So basically it shows you where the software is, so you can actually go and remove it at the same time. So you're getting a lot of tools in one here. If you're not too sure how to use it, as I say, go to documentation. You do have presentations here, working procedures and required. Okay. So what they're saying basically today, computer hacking by remote intrusion on a personal computer through the internet is in the increase. It represents a problem. Example, theft of bank details. The usage by hackers of your personal computer to carry out attacks on the web, botnets. Okay, so an affected computer can be used without your knowledge. So basically, if your computer has spyware on it or viruses, most people, when they spot it, would recommend that you format your system. Some other tech guys will say use a program to try and remove it, an example, and etc. Also what they're saying is they can capture your privacy information by your surroundings through a remote attacker spyware, advertising or cookies. And it does tell you how to use the button. Now this does not use a lot of process on your CPU. It will not interfere with your antivirus program because it's not an antivirus program. Okay, it saves you a bother opening the command prompt if you're not sure how to do it. Only if you see it in red, it indicates it's either malware, spyware or an intrusion that someone has access to your system. Then obviously you want to check it out and you want to take action. And it does say here this program allows you to detect hackers' activity on your computer. Location on the map and the position of the server or the remote hacker that's accessing from your computer. The monitoring access to your computer and detect all unauthorized or anyone accessing while you surf the internet. Test your computer by connecting to the internet and closing all of your browsers. Normally a test result is green, and this is the status you look out for. The status color is usually green or yellow when browsing the internet. If you get a red result, an access connection on your computer with spyware is commonly used by hackers or ongoing applications, process name, location on your hard disk, and use the kill button to stop the process and remove the program to install it. Also a trace route of the intruder through the internet, and most important, keep all evidence. You do have, if you noticed when you open this, you do have after you do a trace, you do have what they call a save button. It'll save the text file for you. Okay, so you can look up the ISP. You can send them the information and ask them to look on that IP number, find out who it was allocated to. They will have all them details. Explain them why by a short description in your email. And I can guarantee you something, most ISPs, if not all, will take action. They will send that person out a letter. They will ask them, is their computer infected? And they will basically say, look, sort this out, or we will, in a nice way. How do I know? Because I've done it. An IP address from London, UK, who is supposed to be a hacker. I'll not mention his name. He does know how to use a computer, and he's pretty good. He does know how to hack, yes. I got his IP address, I reported him to the webmaster of the internet service provider a couple of times, and the excuse I got was from the person, please don't report me, my computer's targeting yours for unknown reasons. Basically, friends, that's bullshit. Okay, so he didn't do it again. So yes, I would use this tool, plus there's at least 24 other ones that I do have under my belt. Okay, so this is one of many. So I will share this one with you. As I say, some people know about it, some people don't. I can use a command prompt, but this is more of a convenient way of doing it. So when you have your Skype on, have this running in the background. Don't say to no one. And if you get knocked off, well then, you've got the IP address to take action. Okay? In a nice way. Okay, so for any of those that feel like we are idiots, just like to say that we are learners. Okay, but we don't know it all. Okay, so friends, let me introduce it to you. It's www.fayyetracker.com. Tell me what you think of that too. Give me a feedback on our website, www.pccareman.webs.com. Follow me on Twitter. Go to Blip TV, Pccareman. iTunes podcast is Pccareman. If you type in or Google Pccareman, you'll see exactly how you can get in touch with us. If you go to the website, please join and support us. There's a couple of formulas set up there. And if you've got plenty of time in your hands and we get to know you, I'll be quite happy to mod you or make you an administration or an admin. If you're willing to spend some time and look after the site for us, because it would help me out. It would be appreciated. Okay, friends, thank you. Pccareman. If you know of another two friends that we don't know of, or we haven't covered, and you're willing to share it, please feel free to give me the details. I will check them out, and I will do a test on it, then I'll do a video on it. Okay, thank you very much. Pccareman.